So there was this time in my life, yeah, everything which I did actually manifested success. I will start a business today, not even up to a week. I will see a profit which is actually staggering. But during this time, I did one crucial mistake. I actually started with the Lord. I placed the Lord before I did every other thing. But when the money started coming in heavy, I turned to pride myself like I was the one who brought forth these blessings. I turned to look at myself and boast. Around my friends, I boasted of my ability to turn a dollar into $10,000. Like it was to the point where I started looking down on those around me and I started behaving all weird just because I thought I had a buck. But at the end of the day, yeah, the Lord actually showed me that truly I am nothing without Him, that I am useless without Him. With the pride of feeling like I had arrived, I started slacking on what I was actually doing to get those sales going. I started being lazy. I started giving up on every other thing which I had put before me. I started letting go of my disciplines and I thought I could manifest money out of thin air without putting in the work. Slowly but surely, the money started depleting. Like every other thing which I had saved up, I actually spent it. The capital which I used to run my business, I actually depleted everything and I was left bare. At that time, I got to understand what true poverty is. I was poor in my pockets, I was poor in my mind, I was poor in my spirit. I couldn't even think of the next best endeavor. Like I was so afraid that what if I actually put my foot on this? What if I actually dedicate myself to this and it doesn't work out for me? I was really troubled, trying to figure out the next plot of action. I tried still to do it by myself. I thought around, I got an idea, I actually put it into the works, but still, that idea didn't even yield no fruits. I did it again, it yielded no fruits. But after that, I thought back to myself like, what was the core aspect that actually gave me that success during the first business? And I found I actually put God first before I did that first business. But I look back to the rest which failed, and I look back to the period where I experienced that fail, I experienced that bankruptcy. Then I understood I was at that point without God in my life. I was at that point trying to enforce my pride on my everyday action. I was at that point trying to prove a point to those around me, trying to prove a point to myself, like I even knew what I was actually doing. When I realized this, I humbled myself. I came before the Father as I was. I told him, Lord, I know I have sinned. I know I have gone astray from the path which you set me on. But still, I want your guidance. I want you to go before me and set forth every construct in manifest that will lead to my success. I came to him in humility and I came to him asking for patience to wait on him, asking for diligence, asking for humility to understand that it is not by my doing, but it is by his mercy. It didn't take a day. It didn't manifest as I thought. It didn't manifest rapidly, but slowly. The Lord began to build me, not from my pockets, but from my mind. Then I actually got blessed by the Father with an idea, a second chance, another chance to be better, another chance to be great. But at this time, I didn't pride myself as the one who manifested this idea. I didn't pride myself like where I was going, I was the one who was taking myself. I stood in humility, remembering what had happened. You must understand, sometimes our past is just there to act as a guide. We already failed, yes, but we have another chance. Today brought forth another chance. So, what you can do for yourself is to make the most of this chance. Become the best which you can be with the time which you have. Grow in your own way. Grow in your own light. You already know the might of the Father is behind your back. Keep on our love in everything you do. Love your brother as you love yourself. Uplift everyone around you. Be humble. Humility is a vital aspect if you want the Lord's blessing upon your life. You already know the Father is one who keeps to his promises. He is the only one who has never failed. He is the only one who will never fail, the creator of all, the beginning and the end. He made you perfectly for that mission. You are a beacon of hope. You are an example to show the next that it is possible to return to the Father, no matter how broken you are. Up until next time, I'll be Pabon and I say, keep with love, keep with light. Ashe.